Salesforce job descriptions changed in 2026. You are now seeing terms like MCP, Headless, Agentforce, and Experience Layer in requirements that did not exist a year ago. Most Salesforce professionals do not know what these mean yet. This video tells you exactly what the market is asking for and what you need to build. Here is what we are going to cover in this video. What Headless 360 actually means on job description, the 5 skills companies are hiring for right now, and how the developer role itself is changing under this shift. I have trained over 200,000 Salesforce professionals across India, US, and beyond. If you want to stay ahead of where the Salesforce job market is going, subscribe before we start. What Headless 360 means for your job. Salesforce Headless 360 was announced at TDX 2026. The short version is the entire Salesforce platform, your data, your logic, your automations can now be accessed without a browser through APIs, MCP tools, and CLI commands. This is not a separate product you buy, it is a shift in how the platform itself works. And it changes what companies need from Salesforce professionals. Here are the 5 skills showing up in job descriptions right now. Skill number 1 is MCP knowledge. The first skill is understanding MCP, which is Model Context Protocol. Salesforce now has over 60 MCP tools that expose your org's data flows and Apex actions to AI agents. Companies are hiring people who know how to configure these MCP server, which actions to expose, how to secure them, how to connect AI agents like Claude Code or Cursor to a Salesforce org. This is not a developer-only skills. Admins who understand MCP are becoming more valuable too. I covered MCP in detail in the previous video on this channel. Link for that video is also in the description if you need to catch up. Skill number 2 is API first thinking. The second skill is API first thinking. Salesforce has over 4,000 APIs. In the Headless 360 model, AI agents and external systems call those APIs directly, no UI needed. Company needs professionals who understand how data flows in and out of Salesforce without a browser. This means knowing your REST and SOAP APIs, understanding how external systems authenticate, knowing which API to use for which scenario. If you have always clicked through setup to make things happen, this is the skill to build next. Skill number 3 is agent first development mindset. This third skill is the hardest to explain and the most important to understand. Salesforce is clear on this. The developer role is shifting from writing code start to finish to specifying intent, evaluating output, and deciding what fits your system design. What does that look like in practice? AI agents like Agentforce Vibes 2.0 generate the first draft of your Apex class, your LWC component, your test suite. Your job is to direct them, review the output, and make the decisions that matter. Salesforce reports development cycles reducing by up to 40% under this model. The professionals who adapt to this, who learn how to work with AI agents rather than around them, are the ones getting hired very fast. There are 2 more skills the market is asking for. Let me show you both of them. Skill number 4 is Experience Layer. The 4th skill is understanding the Salesforce Experience Layer. This is a new capability that decouples what an agent does from how it appears. Build once, render anywhere, Slack, mobile, chat, web. Instead of building a separate UI for each surface, you build components that the experience layer delivers wherever the user is. For developer, this means building components that are not browser dependent. For architect, it means designing systems where the UI is one output, not the foundation. This is a fundamentally different way of thinking about front-end work in Salesforce. Skill number 5 is testing and governance for agents. The 5th skill is testing and governance in an agentic environment. Salesforce introduced the Agentforce Testing Center specifically for this. When AI agents are running inside your org, calling APIs, updating records, triggering flows, you need to know how to validate their behavior. Salesforce applies 4 enforcement layers automatically: identity verification, access control, invocation scope, and validation rules. But you still need to design and test for scenarios where agents may retry calls or hit unexpected paths. This is a new testing discipline, and it is showing up in job descriptions for senior Salesforce roles. If you want to go deep on everything we are covering, MCP, the experience layer, the Agentforce development, and how to build on the Headless 360 platform, I have a full Salesforce Headless 360 course at MyTutorialRack. It covers the full shift, not just what it is, but how to build for it. The link is in the description. I publish new Salesforce content every Wednesday and Friday. Hit subscribe right now if you do not want to miss the next video. How the developer role is changing. Let me be direct about what all of this means for your career. The Salesforce developer role is not disappearing, but it is changing fast. The professionals who will be most valuable in the next 2 years are not the ones who can write the most code. They are the ones who can direct AI agents effectively, evaluate what they produce, secure the connections they make, and design systems that hold up when agents are doing the work. That is a different skill profile than 2023, and the companies hiring today already know it. The 5 skills I just covered are your map. Now let me give you the short version to take with you. Let me pull this all together. Salesforce Headless 360 makes the entire platform accessible without a browser through APIs, MCP tools, and CLI commands. The 5 skills that job market is asking for right now is number 1, MCP knowledge, configuring and securing the 60 plus MCP tools that connect AI agents to your org. 2, API. First thinking, understanding how data moves through Salesforce without a UI. That means 4,000 plus APIs and knowing when to use which one. Number 3 is agent first mindset, directing AI agents like Agentforce Vibe 2.0, evaluating their output and making architectural decisions. Number 4, experience layer, building components that render across Slack, mobile, and chat, not just a browser. Number 5 is testing and governance, validating agent behavior using the Agentforce testing center and designing for the 4 enforcement layers Salesforce applies. The window to build these skills early is open now. It will not stay open for long. Hit subscribe if this gave you a clear picture of where the market is heading. New Salesforce content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Drop a comment below. Which of these 5 skills are you focusing on first? I read every single comment, and if you want a structured way to build all of these, not just YouTube videos, but a full course, my Salesforce Headless 360 course is available at MyTutorialRack. The link is in the description. Thank you.